Hey guys, welcome back to Fin Scales and Fluffy Tails, and today I am going to be showing you how I plant my 10-gallon tank. Now, in the last video, I said that I was going to be filling this tank up before the plants got here, but I decided against that because I thought it would be easier to actually plant the tank if there was less water in it. And today, I received this box in the mail from Flip Aquatics, which I'm super excited about. So these are all of my plants. So on this list right here is all the plants that I bought for the 10-gallon tank. So let's open it up and get started. Now, I got this box earlier today. It is in the evening right now, and this box came around 2:30 p.m. But I didn't really have time to open it until now. So this is how it's packaged, which was really well. But I've heard lots of good stuff about Flip Aquatics, so I wasn't even worried about it being packaged correctly. I did open the box and take a peek a little bit before, and as you can see, I cut it open. But that was mainly because I knew I wasn't going to be able to cut it open with two hands. So we can take out all the plants one by one. This looks like hang on, I'm not so good at these plant names. This looks like Rotala indigo. At least one of them. So there's one. Here's another one. Wendell green. And I did get a couple. Now some of these I might end up splitting in two. Ooh, here's a good one. This looks like Amazon sword to me. Because some of these are going to be better for like in the background, and some are going to be better like in the foreground or middle ground. So I'm going to put the plants here on this table for a second. Okay, this looks like Amazon sword as well. And here's the duckweed that I got, which most people find duckweed annoying, but I've always wanted duckweed in my tanks. I think it makes them look super cool, just like you literally took a knife and cut a piece out of a pond. That's what I think duckweed makes your tank look like. And I think it looks really awesome. Now, a lot of people try to get rid of their duckweed, which you can fish it out with a net, but I don't really have anything like that, and I really wanted to try duckweed, so I got some duckweed. And this is my Subwassertang plant. Now, this is moss for shrimp, I guess. It's like a moss-like plant. Shrimp absolutely love this, and it's very slow growing. But they did say that once it takes off, it takes off. So I got some of that for the shrimp too. So these are all the plants I got, and I'm gonna be putting them in the tank. And oh look, they sent me this cute little Swedish fish. How cool. I'll probably eat it later. But yeah, so as you can see, this box is really well insulated. So there's all of this protecting it at the bottom, plus another piece of foam at the bottom. So Flip Aquatics does a great job at packaging their stuff. Now this box said animals on it. I did not buy live animals this time. I haven't actually decided whether or not I'm gonna get shrimp from them. It's not that I wouldn't, because their shrimp are awesome quality, but the problem is price. Anytime you get something shipped to you, especially if it's a live animal, it's gonna cost a lot of money. I think their overnight shipping for shrimp is like $40. So you're paying $40 just for the shipping, which doesn't even include the cost of your actual animal. So if you're trying to save money, it might be better if you just order some shrimp, or like, not order it, but a local store in my area told me that if I really wanted to get shrimp, they would order them in for me. So I might do that too. Or I might do that. I haven't decided what I was gonna do yet, but I know that Flip Aquatics has like the best quality. So if you're looking for quality, like look at this shipping job. And I didn't even get overnight shipping on these plants, and they look awesome. They're all green and everything. So I think they're gonna go in really well. So what I'm gonna try to do is I am just gonna take these out, and I will probably put in the duckweed last. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant these guys in here. Then I'm going to gently fill up the tank using this lid. So I'm going to pour the water over this lid so as not to disturb the substrate very much. And then I'm going to put the duckweed in last after everything else has been planted, because I don't want to disturb the surface of the water like after I just put in the duckweed. So that's going to be my plan. And I'm going to try to put my phone on a tripod so you guys can just watch it, and then I'll speed it up later. So hopefully we're going to be able to do that. If not, I'll figure out some way of editing it later. So, okay, here we go. Okay, so I finished putting most of the plants in. This is what the tank looks like so far. So this is the first time I've ever planted like pretty much this amount of plants. This Anubias plant right here in the front is the oldest plant that I have. And it's a few years old, and it has melted and come back so many times. So this is the first time I've actually tried other plants. We got this smaller plant here in front. That is the green crypt. I can't say the name, but it's green crypt. And I actually split it in half. So there's one part, and the other part is over there. You can kind of see the leaf behind the subwassertang. And I think the subwassertang is supposed to be a free-floating plant, but it's gonna grow on its own. And that there's Anubias in the front. I've had that plant for a while. And then these two tall ones are lumped over like that because the tank's not full yet. But those are the Rotala indica. I'm gonna put these names here on the screen, otherwise I butcher them. I'm not super good. And then I have 3 Amazon sword plants in the back to kind of fill up the back space there. And I decided to move the filter to the center of the tank to kind of hide it behind this piece of wood, and also to help the tank get better flow. I will probably end up putting some of this into the tank tonight to make sure these plants get off to a good start. And now I'm going to fill up the tank. One thing I'm super excited about is if you look on the glass of this tank, there is now algae, which I am super excited about, which I know it's kind of weird to be excited about algae, but I'm pretty excited about it. And another thing is with Flip Aquatics, they said there could be snail eggs on these plants. So I'm actually hoping that I get snails in this tank, because that would mean that my tank is healthy enough and the ecosystem is ready to support life if the snails are able to flourish in here. So that would be super cool. I'm actually really hoping that there are snails. And then of course you got some of my moss balls in here, which I think the shrimp will like that too. So, okay, time to go and fill the tank. Okay guys, so this is the finished product so far. This is what we got. It's a little cloudy. It's gonna take a little bit to settle itself, but oh man, look at that. That duckweed, I love that duckweed. I know some people don't like it because they say it's annoying, and I realized as I was putting it in, there was no way I was gonna get every single little leaf out of that bag. But oh my gosh, this tank has made a complete transformation. Look at all those cool plants. I love it already. And I know those Amazon swords are gonna grow. Here's the top view. I'm actually gonna take this light and move it away from the filter so that the filter's not constantly bubbling on it. So that should, if I put it in the middle, then that will still give the whole tank enough light. Ugh, I love this tank already. These plants are gonna grow and look awesome. And then once I get some more growth in this tank, like in the plants, mostly probably in the Amazon swords in the back, I'm gonna be putting shrimp in here. This was all bright. So like I said, I haven't decided where I'm gonna get the shrimp from yet, but I would love to get them from Flip Aquatics, but like I said, shipping fish to you is pretty expensive. So unless you have a lot of money to spend on it, you could go to a local pet store and get shrimp, or have the pet store ship them in for you. But I want to make sure that I get some high quality shrimp, so I guess it depends what you want. But I know Flip Aquatics, you know, they have great stuff, and that is where I got all of these plants, except for that Anubias in the front. But all the other plants in this tank, except for the Anubias and the moss balls, I got from Flip Aquatics. I even got that Malaysian driftwood from Flip Aquatics as well. So if you guys are looking for a really awesome place to get live plants or shrimp, check out Flip Aquatics. Now, this tank isn't quite ready for shrimp yet. I'm sure the water is a little hard, which I can fix that. As I said before, I got a pillow, a water softener pillow right here, which I'm going to be putting in the tank. Right there. Put it down there in the back. And that, oh geez, look at my arm. So hopefully I can pull it out. Okay, so some of these are gonna come off, but that little bag is going to help soften the water to make it appropriate levels for fish, shrimp, and other animals. I have really hard water in my apartment, so I will definitely need to use that pillow anytime. Like today, I added tap water with water conditioner in it to this tank. So I need to use that softener pillow to get it back to good levels. Now, once I put shrimp in here, I will probably end up like actually, well, what I'll probably end up doing is buying water from the store or from like either Walmart or the pet store to add to the tank, so I won't have to use those pillows, because like I said before, shrimp are so sensitive to water parameter changes that you cannot do large water changes in a shrimp tank. So I'm just going to have to figure something out, because I have super hard water here and I don't want to spend a ton of money getting a reverse osmosis system to put in. But so far this tank is looking awesome. In a few days I will check the water parameters to make sure that it is softer and make sure the pillow is working. It spent the last like week and a half charging in some salty water, which is how you recharge them. So it should be working, and in 2 days this tank will be perfect for shrimp or fish or whatever I want to put in. And I'm hoping to get some snails in this tank too, so they can start taking care of that, the algae that got there on the side. But I'm not mad about the algae. I want this tank to look as much like a pond as possible, because I want it to be absolutely perfect. So anyway, that is the video for this week. Oh, say hi to Daisy. Hi, Daisy. She decided to grace us with her presence. But anyway, that is the video for this week. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for coming along with me on my shrimp tank journey. If any of you guys have any suggestions for me, I'm definitely open to constructive criticism. I've never planted a tank like this before, ever in my life. And this is the first time I'll be doing something like this. So any tips you guys have to give me, I'm all ears. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. You can follow us on Instagram at ThinScalesFluffyTales, and I will catch you on the next one.